Hey guys, it's Marshall Tingle with your Superior Ag Insurance Ringside report for this past week of October 19th through the 25th. So we have had a week. We have had an eventful week. We've had big runs. We've had a lot of things going on in the world around us, and I want to stay optimistic. I want to say the week was still pretty good as far as your cash market in the state of Kentucky is concerned. So let's talk about this. 8,260 head of cattle marketed statewide, and that's up about 3,000 head from what it was this time last week, so I'll consider that a success. Now, talk about this market. Well, you've had some things go on in the world around us, and your markets, we'll call it mixed. I'll say positive and say the market was still really good. When you see these highs, you'll see what I'm talking about. But as a whole, we're going to call it mixed, anywhere from two higher to two lower, in some instances sharply higher, some instances sharply lower. But let's stay positive, guys. Check out these highs. Here's your three-weight steers. Your three-weight steers this past week topped off at $5.35. That's about $35 higher than what we've seen across the last 3 or 4 weeks there, guys. So that's a big jump there. Your four-weight steers, colors $4.50 as an average. They topped off at $5.02. Five-weight steers, $4.20 as an average. They topped off at $4.72.5. And your six-weight steers, colors $3.80 as an average, but they topped off at $4.17.50, and that sure enough is a high there. Now, as far as your loads traded well. Everything was pretty optimistic there. Start off with a really high note, guys. Here's some 7 weights. 62 head of these steers weighed 703, 418 on the average. As far as your 8 weights are concerned, 65 head of black steers, 823 at 378. Now here's a mixed set. 59 head of these are going to be primarily blacks and Charolais crosses, 821 at 364. But we're back on top real fast. 63 head of these black steers, 831 on the average at 370. Here's 40 head of them now. Black steers, 841 at 369.50. And then here's a mix of them, guys, blacks and Charolais and reds as well. 60 head of these, 871 at 355. But check out your heifer trade. Your heifer trade's always outstanding. 84 head of these black heifers weighed 584 at 403. So that there is nothing to shake a stick at, guys. Now, let's talk about your CME feeder cattle index. It slid back just a little bit, but not too drastically. Monday the 20th, your CME feeder cattle index, 372.99. Tuesday the 21st, 372 flat. Wednesday the 22nd, 370.62, so up just a hair. Now the 23rd, Thursday, 367.08, and Friday we closed off the week, the 24th, at 367.55. So that's what's going on in your cash market. That's what's going on in your CME feeder cattle index. Now, let's talk about the world going on around us. You've had some news come out, guys. You've had some events go on in the world around us, and that's caused a lot of volatility in the market. You've seen some days, about 3 of them where the board's been limit down. And just remember, on those limit movements, you cannot invest in an LRP policy that day. But you have options. There's all kinds of options that the guys can help you with to cover your risk, cover your basis, and there really is no better time than right now to reach out to these guys. Get yourself a game plan, keep your eyes to the sky, and call them if you have any questions about this information or you're interested in some protection, guys. These guys know risk back and forward, and they're here to help you. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to the